I joined Keller as a solo agent. I really never thought about having a team. It was just that, the culture within Keller Williams is what drew me in. I interviewed at a bunch of different offices and just never felt that connection that I felt when I walked into my current office.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our Get to Know You series. My name is Michelle McBride, and I am the Area Director of the Greater Pennsylvania region. Today, we're getting to know Nicole Klein. Nicole is a realtor and sales associate in our Keller Williams Bryn Mawr Market Center, and we're really fortunate to have her with us today. Welcome, Nicole.
Thank you so much for having me, Michelle. I feel honored.
Absolutely. So just get us started. Tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in real estate, and maybe a little bit about your team.
Sure. So, like you said, I work in the Bryn Mawr office, which it's called the mainline area of the Philadelphia suburbs. I've been in real estate going into my 14th year now, and I have been with Keller almost 9 years, so I love it. I have two kids. I have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old, and finding through this quarantine, I'm happily married also. So, real estate has been a really great balance for me of, trying to figure out how to be that great mom and great realtor. And it's always a challenge, but I love this job, for being able to be there for my kids. Currently, our team consists of two admins. We have a full-time admin, Amy, that handles all of our transaction to close. She's working on coaching within our team, and we just brought on a marketing specialist to help us, elevate how we look on social media, and to start doing custom campaigns for us in Command, so we can really tailor it to our clients and our style. And then we have two agents on our team, and they mainly focus on buyers, but they also do work with sellers also.
Awesome. So how long did it take you to develop your team to the way it is right now? So you started off as a solo agent, and then can you tell us a little bit about that journey?
Sure. I joined Keller as a solo agent. I really never thought about having a team. It was just that, the culture within Keller Williams is what drew me in. I interviewed at a bunch of different offices and just never felt that connection that I felt when I walked into my current office. When I was there, I had my second child shortly after I joined Keller, and my kids are 19 months apart, and realized more out of need that I needed to build a team because I couldn't do it all by myself. So my team leader at the time, helped me, and I didn't really do it right the first time, so I had to eventually start back over. But 2 years ago, I brought on Amy as a full-time assistant. So I would say it took a while, but for the past 2 years, we've been doing things, to the model, and it's been working much better.
That's awesome. So we're videotaping this on April the 3rd, 2020. And so we're about 3 weeks into quarantine for the COVID-19 crisis, and we're facing some challenges right now. How are you and your team handling everything that's going on?
I think we're all handling it a little differently. I really have felt an excitement over this. Obviously we don't want what's happening in the world, and we don't want anyone to get sick. But I really looked at this as a time for us to step back and work on our systems that needed to get work on those marketing things that I shared with you, really get our listing presentation the way I want it to and really it's allowed me to be a better coach, I believe, and a better leader for my team, and get us back to the basics, focusing on lead gen, not just taking, a lot of times we just get business handed to us. We're actually having to learn how to do it. We are doing script practice, which in 14 years, I never really did a lot of script practice. So, I'm becoming a student, but also really pushing myself to be a better leader for the team, and focus on, calling our contacts and learning our scripts and perfecting, working in Command and getting our contacts, the emails and phone numbers all in there.
So you said that you're working on calling your contacts, and so how are those calls going?
Um, they're going well. I mean, I think sometimes we put in our head that they don't want to hear from us. So we've each day come up with just a little different twist of, maybe a new way to call. I recently just got a list of local restaurants that are delivering and are doing takeout. So I changed my script a little, how are you? How is your family? Is everybody safe? And then I let them know that I had this list and asked if they wanted me to send it to them. So then I got another touch in it. And I've also been able to get people's emails that I didn't have because now I need to email them the list. So really just, creating mind share. We've heard a lot on these calls, instead of market share, and just reaching out. I mean, I've talked to people in the past 3 weeks that I haven't talked to in 6 months, year, maybe, a couple years. So even though we're isolated, I actually feel more connected than before we went into this.
Yeah, I mean, Gary Keller has been really poignant over the last couple of weeks of just helping us understand that what we gain now in territory and mind share, we're never going to lose when we get out of this shift or pivot or whatever we want to call it right now.
Yeah.
So when we're out of this, what are you most looking forward to accomplishing as a team this year?
I mean, I'm still looking to, hit our goals of what we had set. Like, I don't see this, I see it as, a delay, but I think with all the preparation that we're doing, that we're going to actually see, our team surpass some other teams in the area and some other agents in the area. I'm excited about the growth that's going to come from it.
So if you were going to give advice to a brand new agent who is stepping into real estate or has just joined the Keller Williams family within the last couple of months, what advice would you give them?
So I actually started in real estate in 2007. So I can tell you from personal experience, the main thing I think to do is to be positive. Make sure that you're positive when you're talking to your neighbors, when you're posting on social media. I think I really succeeded those couple years because when we were in this shift before, because other agents were so negative, they were complaining, they weren't enjoyable to be around. So be that person that's enjoyable to be around. Be that person that's someone's friend, and don't stop, call everyone, reach out to them, but make sure what you're posting on social media, it doesn't always have to be cheerful and happy, but make sure you're creating the message that you want your audience to hear. So make it impactful, make it positive.
Awesome. Nicole, thanks so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure getting a chance to just hear your thoughts and get to know you a little bit better. Do you want to leave your contact information in case anybody has a referral? How can they get a hold of you?
Sure. It's pretty simple. It's Nicole Klein at KW. It's KLEIN at KW.com is my email, or you're always welcome to call my cell, 215-872-6288. I'm happy to be a resource, for you as a referral, but also if you just have any questions or need any help during this time.
Awesome, Nicole. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you.
Everybody, thanks for joining us today with our interview with Nicole Klein. We're really lucky to be in business with such smart, intelligent, and amazing people. We look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.